Hello and welcome to Esther's Gardening Adventures. I'm Esther and this is going to be my week 3 update on how my winter sowing jugs are doing. And now I'm going to also start adding updates on the plants that I have directly sown into the beds. Last week, if you recall, I directly sowed some radish seeds as well as some beet seeds, and it's a little too early for the beet seeds to have sprouted. I think we need at least another week, but I think we might have some luck with radishes. So let's check out what's going on in my garden for sprouts this week. Oh yeah, real quick, if this is your first time hearing about winter sowing, it's referring to using things like milk jugs and soda bottles and juice bottles and things like that as like mini greenhouses to grow your seeds outdoors instead of indoors under grow lights. I have a series on it. Feel free to check it out. It explains everything you need to know if you're interested in trying this yourself. All right, now let's check out the jugs. The first jug I'm going to show you is my cabbage. Check that out. 2 days ago, it wasn't sprouting at all, and now we have plenty of seedlings growing. Cabbage is a cool weather veggie, so I'm not surprised at all that it has sprouted. And it looks like they're pretty well spaced apart, which I like. All right, let's check out the next one. I'm going to give an update on one we already know is doing well, but I just wanted to show you how beautiful and lush the mixed green lettuce is doing. The last one I'm going to show you is my Christmas lima bean seeds, which have not fully sprouted yet, but you can see that little curve of a shoot down there. You can kind of see, let's see, in the far right, there's another one. Oh, there you go. In the top middle there, you can see another about to sprout. So we are going to have some Christmas lima beans. And what's really exciting about this, guys, is this is the first vegetable I have sprouting that I saved seeds from. You know, last week I had the marigolds that sprouted, and I was so thrilled. But this is the Christmas lima beans that I saved from last year's crop, and they're doing great. And that makes me so happy. All right, so let's get to a picture montage or picture roll of the other things that have sprouted. Check it out, guys. We have our first daffodils blooming. These are, I know I can transplant them, but I kind of like knowing that they're in an area where they were planted by the original owner and some prior owner in the almost 90-year history of this house. But yay! Look, it's so nice to see daffodils. They're such a happy part of the spring. Yes. The last sprout update I'm going to give is of how my low tunnels for cool weather are doing. Last night we had our first test. Last night temperatures got down to, I think, 26, which is right. I mean, 28 they say is when a hard freeze is. So we had our first hard freeze since I'd put these tunnels up. And I just want to show you a couple things before we check to see whether we have sprouts. First of all, if you'll notice, one good sign is we have condensation. That means it's keeping the moisture and the heat inside. And there have been some times I've come out and the condensation isn't there, and I've had to readjust the plastic. Now that side is the beets, and I did check them both this morning, and there's nothing over there yet. So we're not going to open up. But guys, look at this. All right, I got to take a second to open up the plastic. Look guys, we have sprouts. The white icicle radish is doing, this is the white icicle radishes, and they're doing great. Look, there's one. They're definitely coming up. I did have some birds get in here. And it looks like even though I did plant 2 seeds, and see, that's what happens when you plant 2 seeds. You end up with 2 coming up sometimes. So I will have to thin them. And then last week, if you were on my live, you heard me mention I saw the cabbage butterflies flying around. So until I have time to set up my tool arrangement to protect these guys, I got this at the dollar store to put over it, so that even if I have to pull back this plastic, which normally will keep the butterflies, the cabbage pests off of it, even if I have to take off the plastic, like if it's raining like I did earlier this week, then they'll still be protected from it. And then this is the radish, early scarlet, and then these are the French breakfast. So we have some sprouting, which is awesome. I had to use this stick to help hold up this part of the plastic because it's not taut. It's not tight like it needs to be, but guys, we have sprouts, which means I need to get my fencing up quite soon to protect it from little rabbits, wabbits, and other critters that want to eat the fresh young sprouts. Oh yeah. And I use this giant colander or sieve to put over my kohlrabi until I can come up with a more permanent solution. But I put some rocks on it to keep the wind from blowing it over, and look, it's doing great. It's doing wonderful. So keep her safe. Oh yeah. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you aren't already a subscriber, please consider doing so, and make sure you have the bell set up so you get alerts when I post new content. And otherwise, I'll see you next time.